Now let's see how to solve this problem. The question is simple. You're given a grid of size n by m. You're starting at the bottom right cell and you need to reach the top left cell. You need to print the number of distinct paths that you can take. Now one thing that you can observe is, if you want to reach this cell, you have to reach it, for this example, you have to reach it from, you'll reach this from either this or this. So if you have already found the number of paths that reach this cell and this cell from here, the starting position, the answer to this will simply be the sum of the answers for these two. So basically we'll be building, we'll take a 2D array starting from this position, from the position next to the starting block. For each block, what we'll do is we'll find the number of ways of getting there. That we'll be doing by taking the sum of the two neighbors, like the one on the right and the one at the bottom, if there is anything like that. Like for this cell, there is nothing at the bottom, there's only the one to the right of this. And if you look at this cell, there's only a cell that is at the bottom, but there's nothing to the right of it. So what I'll do is I'll take an array, let's call it an int answer of size n by m. And one other thing that we need to take care of is these blocked cells. What we'll do is we'll simply initially mark all of the blocked cells in some other array. I'll use this. I'll mark them, and what I'll do is I'll set the answer for those cells as 0 so that they won't affect the answer. Like suppose if you want to find the number of paths reaching this, since the answer for this is 0, you'll only be counting the paths that reach this cell from here. So like based on the statement, first your input will be two numbers. Let me declare those. Take the input, declare the arrays, and then the number of blocked cells k, and each of these blocked cells is going to be represented by a pair of numbers, which will be basically the indices of the cell. Actually, let me first initialize these two arrays. Yeah, I'm setting the answer and answer of each cell to be 0 because we haven't yet found the answer, and this array will be representing the blocked cells. Like if block of ij is equal to 1, then that means that we cannot go through that cell. Now I'll be reading the blocked cells one by one, and I'll simply set block of a minus 1, b minus 1 to 1, because it's 0 based indexing in the program here. And one other thing is the number of paths that you can take from here to here with this as the source and this as the destination, it will be the same if you take this as the source and this as a destination. That is, if you reverse the source and destination, doesn't matter. I'll be doing it in the reverse order actually here. And now we need to calculate the answer. First, let me set the answer for the starting position to be 1. The number of ways you can start off at this cell is 1. Now we need to be careful because some of the cells might not have a cell to the right and some of them might not have a cell on the top, so we need to take care of that. So since we are going from top left to bottom right, now the allowed moves will be right and down. So what I'll do is, now if a cell is uh, for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Suppose that we need to find the answer for this cell. Now the only way we can reach this is from this, that is the cell to the left of it. But one thing is that the first cell in every row will not have a cell to the left, so we should not try to access the cell to the left of it, because that will give you a out of bounds error. So we'll only take the cell to the left if I is greater than 0, or simply if I. And then we need to look at the cell that is on the top. Like for example, if I need to find, if I was looking for the answer for this, the only way I can reach this cell from here is from this. So, and one thing is, the topmost cell in every column will not have a cell above it. We need to take care of that as well. So if j, basically that means if j greater than 0, answer of ij equals answer of ij minus 1. That's it. And the modulo thing, it's okay if we don't take the modulo, because 2 power 31 is basically the size of an integer. And if there is an overflow, whatever is left over in the lower order bits, that itself would be the value modulo 2 power 31. So it's okay if we don't take the modulo also. And finally, since we are starting from this and we need to get here, the answer will be, the required answer will be the answer for cell n minus 1 m minus 1. Let's try to run this. Okay, I have not set the blocked cells. I have not checked for blocked cells actually here. It's a mistake. If block of ij equals 0, that is equal to 0 implies that it's not blocked. Then we need to do this. Let me format this. Yeah, the answer is 2.